Hello, this is Dew. As you all should know, frequent Plus World ally Arlo has a bi-monthly section in the Nintendo Force magazine titled Arlo's Headcanon, in which he writes fanfiction. Today, I would like to give you a nice calming reading of the most recent fanfiction from Arlo, titled Orientation, to start your morning off right. Let us begin. A Goomba looks into a room lined with chairs, a few dozen in all. He sees a group of Koopas, a Duplighost, a Metroid, two Choo-Choos, a Moblin taking up 3 chairs in the back, and a Waddle Dee getting coffee from a table off to the side. After a glance around the room, the Goomba ambles and sits in a chair near the back. Just as he does, an old, wrinkled space pirate with thick glasses opens the door and wheels in a tall metal stand with a VCR and CRT television perched on top. He slowly pushes it to the front of the room, crams a VHS into the slot, pushes the power button on the TV, coughs, and then hobbles to the light switch and flicks it off. The Waddle Dee runs back to his seat just in time for the music to start. The image on the TV comes alive. A spunky synth tune plays while the title flashes on screen. Welcome to the University of Malevolent Arts. A pleasing voice begins to narrate as the camera pans around neatly landscaped grounds. Greeting, future baddies. Perhaps you have a dream of inhabiting a dark dungeon, or maybe flying between moving platforms. You may even aspire to work your way all the way up to the title of boss, and hide behind your very own door with a skull on it. Whatever your goals, you're here because you want to fight and impede heroes in your own special way. And here at U of M, we will equip you with the tools you need to achieve your dreams. The camera moves inside and shows a series of different classrooms. In one, several students take notes as Gamba points to a white board, her gigantic body hunched over in order to fit inside the room. In another, a Shy Guy teacher walks around an aisle of desks passing out papers. When he places a paper in front of a like, it devours him. We offer a wide variety of degrees, including henchmanry, aerial combat, shell-based defense, mini-bossery, oral projections, and even general villainy. Individual courses include scheme execution, grid-based movement patterns, coin and rupee theft, flashing red when hit, psychopathy 1 and 2, swallowing heroes whole, berserking, and humorous banter. Footage of a massive gymnasium comes on screen. Baddies of all types shoot fireballs and lasers and arrows at targets. Some stationary, some on robotic dummies with red hats and sloppily painted on mustaches. U of M offers the most robust athletics program in the world, with specialized training in every conceivable combat type and dedicated facilities comprising over half of the university grounds. It cuts to a Magic Koopa, a Whiz Robe, and a space pirate wearing lab coats. They're standing around a large diagram of a pink puffball with angles and formulas indicating its floating pattern. The Wizrobe is gesturing at it, and the others are stroking their chins. Our research and development department is always hard at work finding new ways to circumvent the specific strengths and abilities of heroes you're most likely to face in the field, and that knowledge is used to constantly update and improve the curriculum. They're also one of the only university departments in the world to offer courses on advanced bad guy theory. The camera comes to a series of dorm rooms filled with various baddies. One annoyed-looking Kluba tries to read a book on the bottom bunk while a Chain Chomp repeatedly jumps on the top. Then it cuts to a large common room where baddies relax on chairs, play games, and watch TV. Far in the background, a Bokoblin moves a chess piece across a board and raises its hands in triumph, and a Bob-omb on the other side of the board explodes in anger, sending pieces everywhere. When you're not in class, you're likely to find yourself in your dormitory or one of the multiple spacious common areas. Use your free time to study, relax, exchange tips, or even play a board game. Please alert our staff if you're in need of special arrangements, such as fireproof bedding. A giant dragon-like creature is sitting behind a tiny desk with a tiny pair of spectacles resting on its snout. Its wings and tail fill up most of the office. It seems to speak in a series of shrieks and snarls, and subtitles appear at the bottom of the screen. Hello, I'm Mr. Ridley, Dean of this fine university. Our number one goal is to nurture your innate desire to maim, steal, and destroy, and it is our hope that the skills you learn here will open up countless opportunities in the field of hero opposition. And on one more personal note, I hope you enjoy yourselves. Villainy is both satisfying and fun, and I promise that the friends and or enemies you make here will stay with you forever. Suddenly, he pounds on the desks with both fists and roars, "Now get that camera out of my office." He opens his mouth wide and shoots a fiery beam directly at the camera, and after a moment of static and confusion, it cuts to a wide shot of the university ground with hundreds of students all waving. The spunky music rises to its conclusion and the narrator chimes in one last time. From everybody here at the University of Malevolent Arts, welcome to the family. The tape goes black. Then after a few moments, the VCR shuts off and the TV screen goes blue. Everyone in the room turns, and the Goomba sees that the old space pirate has fallen asleep in a chair next to the light switch. They all look around at each other and shrug. Then they quietly stand up and shuffle out into the hallway, leaving the pirate alone in the dark room, snoring softly. This has been Arlo's Headcanon, with your narrator, Do64.